We were told that recruiters only spend 6 seconds on a CV, so we cut out all the fluff, stripped away the context, and only left bullet points. That advice is now a liability. LinkedIn has launched a new AI-assisted matching system, and that fundamentally changes how your application is seen. It's no longer about whether a human can skim your CV in seconds. It's about whether an AI can extract your true skill set from your descriptions. So if in your CV, you trimmed out all the details of your experience to keep it brief, you are screwing yourself out of opportunities. You want to apply for a job in Switzerland? I offer one-on-one coaching to guide you step by step, from visas to CVs to interviews. Check the link in the description to book your session and increase the chances to land the job you want. In the past, everybody was using Boolean search. It's keyword matching. So if a recruiter didn't type the exact keyword like C# or whatever certification, ISO 9001 for instance, you might be missed. So you needed to have the specific keywords in your CV to be found. But the new system uses natural language processing. It reads your CV more like a human does, with context and able to interpret meaning and descriptions, and with better technical understanding of different roles than most human recruiters can have. What this means is that leaving out information for the sake of keeping it short is now one of the most detrimental things you can do. If the information isn't there for the AI to read, the AI can't infer your expertise. Everything that you left out will be interpreted as you not having the experience or skill. And while that might still be fine if an actual recruiter looks at your CV, LinkedIn won't present your CV to the recruiter if the AI hasn't determined that it's a good match. It automatically sorts it into categories based on a preset number of must-haves and good-to-haves. And recruiters might never click through to the maybe or not a fit categories if they have enough candidates that get marked as a top fit. The worst case I've seen myself was a perfect match getting sorted into not a fit because I had selected the city or residence that the job was in as a must-have criteria, and the candidate only listed the country but not the city in the CV. So the AI determined that he was not a fit for my search. If I hadn't gone through all the candidates by hand later because I didn't have enough that were marked as the top fit, I would never have found that candidate. LinkedIn's AI doesn't just look for keywords anymore. When a recruiter sets criteria using natural language, the AI searches your CV for context that proves you meet those criteria. It looks for context-based evidence of you having those skills. If you look at these two examples, before you would have found both candidates if you were searching for the budget keyword. But in a new AI world, the candidate B is a high match for a recruiter who asks for financial oversight and vendor management, while the candidate A, who just mentions that he manages budgets, is invisible. Here's another tip. One of the places most people forget to add descriptive content on their CV is in the education fields. We're used to treating education as a pedigree-based qualification. These are proxies that assume you have mastered certain skills based on the name of the degree that you have, but they don't explicitly describe them. If the AI is looking for quantitative research and you only list BA sociology, it might infer the skills, but it might not. By omitting your thesis topic, specific modules, or lab work, you're hoping the AI makes the right guess, but to take full advantage of the new system, you should describe the skills you gained during your education just as thoroughly as you do your work. Here's another peculiarity that I found with the new system. There's a structural quirk that's called point-in-time evaluation. So recruiters start with very narrow criteria when they first post a job, like a specific city, like I did in the example before, and broaden it later to a whole country if they don't find enough candidates that fit. If you apply early and your CV doesn't have certain specifics in them to trigger a high match, you might be stuck in a maybe pile, even if later the recruiter opens up the search to be more broad. The best way to protect yourself against that is to provide a rich, descriptive CV and LinkedIn profile, so you can hit the high match threshold when somebody is searching for something specific. And that includes the specific city that you live in or are searching for jobs for. I know I'm hammering this home. You gotta give the AI enough data points to be able to judge that you're the right match. Add the detail and the specifics, just in case that's what the recruiters are looking for. To optimize your LinkedIn profile and CV for this new AI reality, you need to shift your strategy. And here are the primary steps I recommend. Prioritize context over just keywords. Don't just list project management. Describe the scale, the stakeholders, the specific tools you used. The AI needs the surrounding keywords to understand the weight of your experience. Describe the how. If you have saved the company money, explain the mechanism. Was it for streamlining procedures, optimizing cloud infrastructure? Whatever descriptive phrases you use are exactly what the AI uses to match you to complex recruiter prompts. Use the space in your CV. If you need 2 or 3 pages to accurately describe your 10 years of work experience, then you should take them. The AI doesn't get bored reading a 3rd page. It only gets a better idea of who you are. Treat your education as experience. Don't just list the credentials, include the specific skills, projects, and specialized knowledge you acquired. Use your education as if it was work experience, to give context about the skills you acquired there. Don't just use the name of the degree as a stand-in. With AI tools taking over recruiting, the recruiters today are using natural language to find you. If you want to be found, you have to use the same language in your CV. Stop stripping away the details that make you a great candidate, just so you can keep it to 1 page. In an AI-driven world, information and context is your greatest competitive advantage. So if you're having trouble with your applications, try rewriting your CV for the machine, and the humans will finally start calling. Thanks for watching. This was helpful. Like and subscribe to the channel, and check out the next video right here. And if you're looking for one-on-one coaching, you can find it in the description below. Thank you. See you next time.